Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Reva TV.
There are more women in no man's land, 36 to 60, who will look back and tell you, I wish I would have known then what I know now.
Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home.
And your master's, your PhD, your property, your car, whatever, is not, not what men choose.
I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places, and my body count going up and my value going down. I should have stayed married to my husband.
They have convinced you, ladies, that your happiness comes from a job.
I'm a PhD.
And I'm here to tell you, it is not.
May the Godfather rest in power. I truly miss the man.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I am back again with another video. So I actually saw this video when I was scrolling through the wonderful world of TikTok, and I wanted to go ahead and bring it to you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play, pause, play, give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions on this entire situation.
Divorce my husband. Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here.
Before we continue, okay? The thing is that a lot of women don't realize is when men talk about how they don't want to be with certain types of women, and you know, we've even had conversations over here where a man can be with a woman that he go find a McDonald's somewhere, right?
Yep.
And it's not about her position, because the more that these women become, you know, like Kevin Samuels used to say, a PhD.
So many women who, just because they went to college, figure out it raises their value, especially this group.
I'm a PhD.
Or whatever the case, that they start acting and moving with this very like egotistical, I'm better than you, I'm higher than you mentality. Women act like men are making that up. But here you have a woman who accomplished certain things, who was in certain spaces, and is telling everyone verbatim that that is exactly how she felt.
Yep.
She's not.
I mean, it makes sense that women feel that way because they want a man to take care, lead, do all these other things. So if you are somewhat better than him in society's eyes or even in your own eyes, you disregard him.
Not regurgitating talking points. She's not speaking off of what somebody else said. She is saying, based off of the fact that she was making a certain amount of money, based off of the fact that she, you know, got a certain degree, based off of the fact that she had a high position at work, she felt that her husband was no longer an asset to her and was now beneath her.
That is not success. That's sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places. And this one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one. And my body count going up and my value going down.
A lot of women would be, you know, kudos to her for admitting this.
True.
Okay. I don't know if she's doing this so people can take her word for it and say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe they'll think twice before making such rash decisions based off of feeling or emotion. But this is so true. A lot of women go out there, and especially now in this day and age, they believe that because of the likes on social media, because of the likes on Instagram, because they have certain people who are flirting with them in their comment section or in their DMs, that means that they actually are going to have positive results when they go out there and leave their husbands.
Men don't care about what you have. We care about who you are.
They believe that it's going.
And when you're a woman that left her husband thinking that you're better than him because you got more educated and make more money, men see that.
Going to be that same situation. All those people who was flirting with you, liking your pictures and stuff like that, you know, that there's better out there and you're going to get better than the man that you had and somebody else is going to take you more serious. They really believe that that's going to be their reality. And then when they go out there, those men were like, I was just playing. Yeah, I'll hit it. I'll hit, but be with you, I never said that. You already had somebody. Oh, why'd you leave him for? I just
Yep.
want to be the person on the side.
Reba ain't wrong. Reba ain't wrong. Most of the guys out there tell you they're degenerates. They're okay with you being with your man and just being a side dude. This is why the degeneracy is at an all-time high.
I'm just gonna call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them. I should have stayed married to my husband. I felt like I was on this dark road with no street lights, pitch dark, and I couldn't find my way and didn't know which way to go. I felt lost. I felt like I was walking barefoot on that dark road with pebbles and hot rocks sticking my foot. I felt hurt.
What I say,
Should have been just barefoot in the kitchen. Doesn't hurt us bad.
they think the grass is greener on the other side. What did this lady say was over there? Pebbles and hot rocks. Pebbles and hot rocks was over there. She thought that was going to be greener grass. Pebbles and hot rocks. All because she felt that she used her ego. And what's so ironic to me is all these women, they end up seeing how much they actually needed their husbands once they don't have them around.
Again, you don't know how valuable or what it is until you lose it, kind of thing, right?
All of a sudden, it starts to become very clear the role that he played in their lives. It's like, wait a minute, who gonna help me do this? Who gonna help me do that? Who's gonna structure this? Who's going to lead me in this direction? Who am I gonna bounce ideas off of? It never makes sense in the moment, but then all of a sudden it becomes very clear. I can see clearly now the rain is gone when nobody's around.
Because I'm dry as hell. Like the Sahara.
I felt alone because every time he and that one and this one and that one left my bed, I was alone all by myself. And which was supposed to be soft and comfortable for me, my pillow, it was now filled with tears. I should not have left my husband.
I love that she said this. Okay, I really do. I love that she brought it to the forefront. And I think that it's such an important conversation to have. Matter of fact, she need to say it one more time.
I should not have left my husband.
I love that she said this. Okay, and let's be.
I wish there were more videos like this, right? But we only get videos of bad women. And technically, she's still a bad woman. Just because she's aware doesn't mean she's not a bad woman that left her husband because she thought she was better than him. She just learned the hard way.
Be clear. There are some reasons that women divorce their husbands that I agree with. Right?
Sure,
Like I
sure.
said, I say it all the time. If somebody is harming you physically, there are some people who can get over that within their marriage and work through it or whatever the case. And but I would not sit here and be like, yeah, girl, you're less of a person if you leave, because who is going to know? Right? Like if somebody harms you to a certain extent just because you wanted to save face, that does not make any sense. Like I said, there's certain kinds of things that I genuinely do understand. But a lot of times these women leave their relationships because they genuinely think that you know what, this was good, but maybe I can find better out there.
Mm-hmm.
The themes continue to kind of play out, interesting conversation, interesting questions. But one thing over and over, I'm not going to settle. I became this woman over here, therefore I deserve this man over here.
And a lot of times they're tricking themselves. Society's tricking them. Their homegirls are tricking them. They seeing what somebody else got and want that same situation for themselves. And so they are X-naying the person that they have that is good man, good leadership skills, husband material, to go out there to go be treated like a carousel.
And again, The Godfather was harsh, but he wasn't unreasonable, and he wasn't just trashing women. He just put a mirror in front of their faces and said, look.
If you guys know what I mean. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing, and I think that people need to talk about that. You are going to go through ebbs and flows in your relationship.
Of course.
You are. If you
Like for a relationship that is always happy, someone's lying. Either you are lying constantly about how happy you are, or they are lying constantly about how happy they are. There's just no damn way that you're happy all the time.
you're not going through ebbs and flows, you probably not an authentic relationship.
Boom. Riva said it.
Can guarantee
Someone
that.
lying.
You're gonna go through things. You're gonna have disagreements. You're not gonna understand each other sometimes. You're gonna have two different points of views, but it's about how you work through it. Sometimes you go through those things and you come back out better on the other side. But a lot of these women are leading with their ego. Humility can't find them. A lot of these women are running from humility. They talking about, oh yeah, I'm in my feminine, I'm in my soft girl era. You're in your masculine era. Doesn't matter what title you put on your bio on your Instagram. You are still in your masculine era because you are leading like a man. Trying to pick, choose, refuse, do this one in the bed, next one in the bed, this, that. It's not a good look.
It isn't. Again, men observe, right? We see you getting ran through. We saw you left your husband. You're for the streets. And that's how most men are going to interpret it, everything.
I love that she said this. Obviously, she's living with regret, but I love the fact that she has the knowledge. So maybe if we're forward, she probably might be able to get different results. But at the very least, at least she has this conversation out there so other women can take note.
Damn right.
As they should.
No, I wish there were more women that, pushed back against the narrative and tell the truth. All we want is the truth. That's what men have been telling women this whole time, is the truth. What things that we prefer, things that you prefer, we don't care for. We've been telling you guys this, but women lie to themselves and lie to each other constantly. It's nice to have someone reveal the truth and have some regret and accountability of understanding they fucked up. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And